Okay, for this video, you can see we are going to go to slope of a line. It's actually 3.3. And we're going to go over, there's two main ways to find slope of a line. And here, let me put this down. Slope, another word for this is steepness. You know, like if you go skiing, you know, off of a hill, off of a mountain, the steeper it is, the faster you're going to go. That's what we're going to look at a line. Okay, we're going to look to see how steep the line is. Now, the graphical method, which I have listed here, the graphical method, the easy way to remember this, it's rise over run. Now, to find the slope, this is all I need. I just need 2 points on a line. That's it. And it doesn't matter which 2 points there are, and it doesn't matter which point I start with. So from the points, I want to count the rise and the run, and then that'll give me the slope. Now, if you obviously look, if you have rise divided by run, the bigger the rise is and the lesser the run is, then that means the steeper the line's going to be. All right, let's look at it. I'm going to use the arrow to kind of count. I'm going to start at this point right here, and I'm going to go up. This is going to be my rise to here, and then this is going to be my run. This point, it looks like it's not exactly on the line, but it is. I would, like right where that arrow is, plot the point right there. That's what it is. I'm never going to give you 2 points that are not exactly on a whole number for the ordered pair. All right, so let's count this. From this point, I'm counting. I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is my rise. So I'm going to put here my rise is 5. Okay, and then I'm going to put run. Okay, let's go back to the arrow. So this is where I am, right here. Now my run, I go to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So my run is positive 4. And just like in the real number line, when you move from the origin, when you go up, it's positive. When you go to the right, it's positive. That's what we did in this case. If you go down or you go to the left, it's going to be negative. Now, I don't just leave it like this, my slope, and I say m is the slope. You're going to know why, I guess probably in the next video. So I just put this together. My slope, or m, is 5/4. So what that means is for every point on the line, you go up 5 and to the right 4. And you keep doing that. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay. The next one, you know what? Let's actually start with the point that's above. So I'll show you either way you're going to get the same thing. I'm going to start with this point. Now, I'm going to do rise. In order to get to this point right here, I have to go down 1 unit. Now, since I go down, that rise is going to be -1. So let's put this rise. This rise equals -1. And then let's put run. Okay, I use the arrow. So here it is. I went down 1. And then the run, I go to the left, 1, 2. Now, since I go to the left, the run's going to be negative. So I'll say the run is -2. Well, then when we put it together as a fraction, rise over run, I have -1 over -2. Those two negatives cancel, and it's just 1/2. Now, the other way of looking at it is, let's say you started with this point. You go up 1 to the right 2. So since you go up and to the right, it's positive 1/2. That's the same thing we got here when the negatives canceled out. So right there, I just proved it doesn't matter what point you start with. When you divide the rise and the run, it always equals the same thing. Okay, let's do number 3. You can see how these are real quick. You just count the rise and the run. That's pretty much it. All right, I'll start with this point. So we're going to go down 1, 2 units. So since I go down, the rise is -2. So let's put here rise equals -2. Let's go back to my good old arrow. So I went down 1, 2. Now I'm going to go to the right. So the run's going to be positive. I'm going to go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my run is positive 6. So when I put it together, okay, I have rise over run, -2 over 6. Now this is a good example. This can reduce. -2 over 6, this reduces to -1/3. All right. Okay, the one on the next page, number 4, we'll do that one tomorrow in class. But the other thing that I'll end this video with to pay attention to is, let's look at all 3 of these. If you look at the first 2, see how I put this in a different color, put this in red. See how the slope is positive 5/4 because your line goes up left to right. For number 2, again, same thing. Your slope is positive 1/2 because the line goes up left to right. But then when you look at number 3, the slope, here it is, it's negative because left to right this line goes down. Okay? So that's how you can also know, just by looking at the line right away, you know if the line goes up left to right, the slope's going to be positive. If the line goes down left to right, it's going to be negative. All right? So we'll end that, and we'll do number 4 tomorrow in class.